Let's see who pops in here. How's it? Let's see who pops in. Watching the, hey Denise, good to see you. I'm on the new property. I don't know if you know about the property yet, but this is, I'm gonna go sit by him so he's not all panicked. This is Robert, got a new pup. I'm pup sitting right now while he's in town, but this is our property. You can kind of see it better. I have a tiny house up top that I will be, what's up, boy? I will be making my home soon. This little boy is B. His name is B. Sit down, B. He's like, whatever. We just went for a walk. And this is where Robert's parked at on the property. And my friend Anna's parked down there. But altogether, it's 5 acres. We have a creek that runs right there. And B is Robert. I found him for Robert, but he's going to be the farm dog's what we're going to call him. So I'm Auntie, and this is B. But this is let me show you our down B. The creek runs across there. It's a seasonal creek, and down there, and there's the bridge that we drive over at the creek. If you can see it. I can't wander far from the RV or I'll lose my connection. But this is a storage shed, and this is where we're setting up Wi-Fi in the shed. And we have a person that's going to rent this spot from us. And then if you go on up there around that way and up that hill a little bit is the tiny home. It's about the size of that shed that I will be converting to my home. Yeah, it's a seasonal creek. But it flows pretty good in the season, you know, the right season, the winter. Let me see if I can walk a little bit of ways here so you can see. So see that road right there that goes up? It goes around that corners of the trees, probably another 200 feet, and there's BLM land behind it. And then, let me see here. Right up, you can't see it, but right up there is my building. And there's if you go on that road on around, there's a gate, but there's also a trail going up the hill. And my building's about the same size as this, but it's not sided yet. I need to side it, but it's well insulated and has drywall already. But you guys will be seeing that as I get it ready to move in. But Robert is parked in this spot. And it's got it set up pretty nice. But yeah, and then our property goes that way. We can't drive that way because there's a new septic. There's septic over there. It's all pretty new. There's like a sand pit septic. The tanks are down here, but it pumps up to there and then goes out to the leach field. So yeah, it's set up pretty nice. Great water pressure, excellent drinking water. We had it all tested. This is about 5 miles from where I live, Surf and Dodo, or where I park at now. And we get a little bit of snow once a year. Like last year we had 12 inches of snow, but it went away within 2 days. It went away within 2 days. Because it was a wet snow and it warmed up quick. But we usually get snow once a year, but not lots of it. Thanks, Denise. Yes, I'm excited too. But it's beautiful here. It's just beautiful country. And that pile of wood there, we have to move it. We can't burn it there, but we'll be moving it down that way. Over in there, you can't see it on the camera, but there's a fire pit over there. And we'll just be moving a little bit during the winter down there and burning it on a campfire night. But we can't burn it where it's sitting right now. And we're going to have to remove that tree and that tree because before they start rooting into our septic system, the septic guy said we should cut those so they don't grow, those two trees. And then those blackberries right there, we have to clear those. $25 in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Let me turn this around. How's it going? I'm sitting the pup. House sitting or dog sitting. I had him inside, but he's too excited to leave alone with Robert's cat. She's older, and he gets so excited, she just beats him up, and we just don't want to take a chance on him accidentally hurting her because he's not aggressive, but he likes to play. So definitely going to be it's going to be a little bit before he can stay on his own. But my friend Anna, let me show you, just brought that little kennel right there that we can put him in when Robert goes to town. That way I don't have to come over every time and sit with him. I won't get moved over here till next month. I'm saving up the money right now. I got to get a window and put in my building. I would walk you up the hill to show you my building, but I'll lose the internet up there. I got to get a window and put in, and that way, an extra way out. I will end up putting 2 windows, but I want to have an escape route in case there's a fire. I have electric in the building, but I'll be running on solar, and so that'll be good. Thanks, Evening Shade. Next year, they plan on having full solar, like a full solar array. And at first, they said something about putting it up there in my yard, but it'll fit. I just went up there and walked around the yard that I have up there, the area. It will actually fit. I didn't think it would, but I seen it would. Hey, Lily. I'll show you, Lily, if you just came in. This is the property. That's a burn pile we got to take care of. This is Robert's new pup. I'm pup sitting while he ran to town. But this is the driveway. A renter's going to be parked there. And this is just part of it. I can't walk the property because I'll lose signal. But this is Robert's, where he's parked at and set up. And this is his new pup. His name is B. The letter B. Hey, B. But so yeah, it is going to be set, it'll be all going smooth here pretty soon. Robert's only been here 3 or 4 nights, and so it's just going to take a little time to get it set up and running properly. Oh, the madrone trees. Let me turn it around. This is a madrone, I believe. Yeah, that's a madrone. Here, that's what that's called, a madrone. But they're very cool. Very cool trees. It is excellent wood for burning, like in a stove, because it's so hard. It's really hard wood. But, it wasn't so hot today. It's still hot, but not as hot as it's been. I think we were hitting 83 maybe today. Yeah, I bring my van here. I'll probably end up selling my van. Undell, hello. Thank you so much for coming in. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. So sweet. I hope you're doing well, Undell. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm on my new property, and just hanging out, waiting for Robert to get back, and then I'm going back to the van. But yes, I'll be bringing my van here. Oh, thank you, Undell. Thank you. Joe Reza, hello. Hey. Yes, let me turn it around, Joe. this is my new property. We're going to rent that RV spot out. There's the septic. It goes all, the creek goes down there. That's a creek, a seasonal creek. And the bridge over the creek is right there. And our driveway is like a 1/4 mile long. It goes that way. I'm sitting outside Robert's RV, which is right here. And I can't walk away from the RV or I'll lose signal, but property goes that way, up a little slight hill, and that's where my little tiny house will be. It's already there. I just got to get a window put in and kind of repaint some of it and cleaned up, and probably a new door sooner or later. And but I'll be moving into that at the end of, not this building, not this brown building, but on, you guys can't see it. It's up that little road. But I'll be moving into that next month. And then I might sell my van after I'm settled into there and buy a car. Thanks, Exploring the West Coast. You'll have to come visit, bud. You know, come visit. Our driveway is like, let me turn this back around. Our driveway is like a 1/4 mile. It starts right there and goes all the way up and out that way. And at the back of our land is BLM land. Yeah, I'll have electric and water. I'm still going to have a full, I'll be fully solar. I'll be off grid, but I'll have electric as backup. Yeah, Patrick, anytime, bro. I won't be moved over here till around the 25th or so of next month. Let me turn this back around now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. I'm excited. But eventually they're going to have full solar here for for all of us. It'll be a full solar hook. It'll be off grid, but we'll have electric as backup. Thanks, Lily. But yeah, so it's going pretty good. I really like it. My phone's going to die in a minute, but I just wanted to show you guys while I was over here. Oh, that's cool, Patrick. That's cool. Thank you for being a member for 24 months, Desert Deb. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting over here and getting in my tiny home. And then Troy, yes, how's it going? Saying hello to everybody in the chat. If my phone hangs up because it's dying, sorry guys, I will catch you the next time, but I'll stay on here for a bit. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm excited. I've been in my van over 5 years. I'm excited, almost 6 years. I'm excited to maybe be out of it. I think I'm getting older, and it'd just be easier, I think. But yeah, I think it'll work out pretty good. Hang on, he got himself tangled up, I think. You got yourself tangled up, didn't you? He's such a good boy. Boy, B. He's like, are you tangled? Come on, bud. I'll walk over and untangle you. Come on, B. Come on. Come on, B. Let's go. You came around the wrong tree, bud. Come on. Come on, buddy. There you go. You're out. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. And there's this mountain that sits behind where Robert parks. That's our land too. But the road goes all the way up probably another 200 feet from what you see there, and then it turns into BLM land. And there's a fence and gate there. B for boy. I don't know. The people that we got him from called him B and he answers to it, so we kept it that way. Well, Robert did. It's Robert's dog. I'm just kind of anti. He'll be the farm dog here. He'll be the homestead dog. Won't you? You'll be the homestead dog. He looks like Chesapeake, what do you call it? Chesapeake Bay Retriever, a Chesapeake Retriever. And he is a pointer. When he's walking through the grass, he's a pointer. He is born to be a fowl hunting dog. He's got stick tights on him right now, don't you, bud? He got into the stick tights. Yep. He's a good boy, though. He's very young. Very young. Broken Nomad, howdy, howdy, howdy. This is the new property, Inspired to Wonder. This is my new property. Robert and IMG went in, put me part of their deal is we own this now. This is, I'll show you, Inspired to Wonder. This is a new property. It's 5 acres. I can't walk it right now because I'll lose connection. I'm sitting in front of Robert's RV. I'm not moved on here yet. It's only 5 miles from where I park at. But up that hill, right there, up that road, I don't know if you can see it. Up that road is a tiny house up around. You can't see it though. Well, it was a shed. This used to be a weed grow farm. Mom and pop weed grow, legal weed grow farm, and they retired and sold the property. We bought it, and up there is a dry house, what they call a dry house. It's really well insulated. It's got it's fully drywalled inside. It's got a built-in air conditioner. I just need to put windows in it. That's what I'm trying to get. At least I have enough money to get at least one window done. Because I'm going to have to pay somebody to help me put it in. But I have at least enough money to get one window done. That way I have an escape route once I move into it. And then as soon as I can after that, I'm going to put a second window in. But I'll show you guys that as I do it. And, but the property, this burn pile I was saying, we got to move it down there to burn it. Property goes that way, but we can't drive over there because that's part of the septic. It's a sand filter septic. The tanks are down here. It pumps up to that sand fill. But we've got to remove those 2 trees, or at least cut them down, those 2 trees right there, because they're going to soon start rooting into the septic. And then got to remove those blackberries because that's the leach field out there. And the creek runs along there. And then the driveway goes out over the bridge, and then about a 1/4 mile out to the road. But at the back of the property is BLM land. Yes, Inspired to Wonder, it's 5 miles from where I park at. I don't know if you know Water Gap Hill, but it's close to Water Gap Hill. Justin and Christina, hello, hello, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. If my phone dies, guys, I'm not going to start a new live, but I will talk. I'm going to say, I'm not hanging up, but I'm just going to say bye now because my phone's going to die soon. Thank you, Inspired to Wonder. Thank you so much. But yeah, it is going to be my new home as soon as I get a window put in and Martina, hello. As soon as I get a window in there, I'll probably be moving in. But I have to be moved out by the end of October. Or September, I mean. The end of September. The window I was looking at to put in is $250. And so what I'm going to do on one side of the building, put that for now, you know, get one of those and put that for now. And then get the next one, you know, before winter's over probably, and have it ready to put in, because I'm going to side it. I'm going to do side right now. It's not sided, but it has moisture barrier material over it. But I'm going to side it with, I think I'm going to stucco the building. That's the cheapest way to go. And I just spoke to a local guy out here, and he said he could help me stucco it. So I'll be doing that. But yeah, as soon as I'm going to film it all as I do it, guys. So I'm going to be changing the channel name probably to WG, so Off Grid with Gina, because I'm going to be off grid. Even though I have electric, I'm fully solar capable now. And that way I don't have a solar, you know, electric bill. So I'm fully capable of being fully solar. So my tiny home will be full solar. And as Robert and G were talking about, I went up today and looked what they're talking about. I was like, well, that's not going to work when they said it, but there's plenty of room that they're going to turn all of this into solar. So we'll be fully solar, hopefully within a year. Joe, I haven't seen one in the Grants Pass area. The window I was looking at Home Depot was $248, I believe it was. It's big enough to get out in case of emergency. It slides sideways. And I just want an out other than the front door before I move in, you know, because the front door, and then I'll put the window on the one side towards the back, and that way I have an out. And then, Kevin, Broken Nomad, I love you. Thank you, bud. You're going to have to come see me now so you can see out my window you just bought. Oh, thank you. Thanks, bud. You're going to have to get your van done and ready to come out here. I got a place for you to park. Thank you, bud. I love you. I can't play a video for you because I'm on YouTube straight through. Thank you, bud. I appreciate you much. Yeah, then I'll have both windows put in. And then when you come out next year, or if you come out next spring or summer, you can help me stucco. I'll put you to work. Yeah, we'll have a stucco part. I think I'm going to stucco it. I just watched a fellow that lives out here build a shed, and he stuccoed it, and it looks so darn good. And he said it's the cheapest way to side a building, actually. And I was like, no way. And so I watched him do his, and it looked wonderful when he was done. So I'm really thinking about doing that. Remember, if my phone hangs up, guys, I didn't lose you. It's just that my phone's dying. I'd have to go inside to plug it in. I'm good at getting stuck usually in the mud. Hey, Kaylee, this is my new property. Well, I'm a part owner. This is Robert's RV. I'm not moved in yet. And I'm pup sitting. I'm sitting with his pup right now while he had to go to town. But this is the new property. Hush up, boy. There you go, Troy. We'll have a meetup, and we'll all stucco it together. Boy, B, sit down. He's such a good little dog. B, calm down, bro. Calm down, B. Yeah, we'll have a little meetup and a stucco party. Thank you, Justin and Christina. You know, I love my van, don't get me wrong, but I'm getting old. And I mean, I'm 60. And it's easier getting out of that shed than it is my van and climbing up into bed. And my friend, Just Mel, gave me the furniture to furnish. It's just one room, but I'm going to be off grid. It's just electric as my backup. Hey, Debbie F. This is the property, Debbie. But I'm going to be using my same composting toilet. I'm going to be using just as I do, I'll be living in my van or in that building just as my van. It's just that I'm going to have electric as a backup and fully solar. And now, G was telling me in the future we're going to go ahead and run from the septic up, and that way I could put in a regular toilet if I want, but I don't mind using the composting. I'll use it just like I do with my van. I wish my signal would hold up. I'd walk you guys up there. Yes, homesteading is van life cousin, and so that's hey, B. Sorry, guys. Yes, Deb. Next time you come through, you gotta come by. Yeah, Troy, we'll do a meetup next year here, and when we so this spot, we've already got one spot ready to rent out right here. It's there's the plug-in. I don't know if you guys can see it. My finger makes it when I put my finger in the camera, but we're gonna have an RVer there, and then let me see. If I lose the signal, I lose it. I'll walk this way. This is a shed that we're going to put, I believe we're putting a washer and dryer in here, a shower and a toilet. But there's hookups right here for another RV. And they will park back here. We just got to clean this up first. They will park back here. But if you look, you can't see my cabin. I don't want to lose you guys. I'm going to walk as far as the signal will show. Okay, I'm starting to lose my signal. So if you walk up that drive, right around that first bend is a trail up. And right up there, behind those trees, is my building. And in front of it is a big yard kind of on a slope where they used to grow the weed, because this was a legal weed farm. But if you follow that on up about another 200 or 300 feet around the bend, it ends at BLM land. And this mountain is ours. Not much we can do with it. But, and then property goes through, I don't know how many feet over through those trees and down, and then and this is where Robert's parked at. And you can see the driveway going up there. It goes out about a quarter mile to the road. Yeah, this was a legal weed farm, but they retired. It was a mom and pop, what you call a mom and pop legal grow. And a lot of stuff not good about when Oregon made weed legal for growing. They didn't make their laws very good. They didn't make it where you had to own property a long time to have a legal grow. And so a lot of cartel came in and bought up land. Inspired to Wonder, I'll be selling my van once I'm moved in. I want to sell it for enough to get a car and have a little bit of money in the pocket, you know. Yeah, the Oregon's a legal grow state, and I'm surrounded by big legal weed farms. But it's been hard to keep the cartel out of it. Illegal grows, that's what's been so hard. Hey! Stop, boy. Stop barking. He's barking at Anna. My friend Anna has moved in. She's going to have a spot back there. She picked a spot back there by the BLM land. And she's here kind of to help me out, and good home for her and keep an eye on me. She's a nurse. She's a retired nurse. So that's going to be comforting to have a retired nurse here. She has a cargo trailer that she converted to a home, and it's really nice. And so, yeah. And he's barking over at her because he likes her dog. He wants to play. B, come here. Sit down. He's such a good boy. He really is. He's just learning. Yeah, there's no weed plants here, and part of the contract when we bought this, it says that we can't start it up as a weed farm. and that's fine. And there's certain, you know, we can't cut any trees for profit. Only time we can cut trees is if it's for land improvement. But you know, they don't want to cut no trees, and I get that. But yeah, it's a nice little tribe we have going here, for sure. Yeah, my phone's gonna hang up on me. Shoot, I'm sorry. Um, but I wanted to show it to you guys. I haven't got. I have to get a ride over here. But I'll be starting to move stuff in. I'll be going to get my windows this week and get those put in. So be doing that, and as I do that, I will show you guys my cabin. I call it a cabin. It don't look like much from outside because it's not sided, but it does have moisture barrier on it. So next spring we will be siding it, and or you know, next year we'll have a meetup and we'll have a stucco party like Troy said. Yeah, that Kat, I'm at my new property that Robert and G and me went in on. Um, this I'm pup sitting till Robert gets back, and then I'll go to my van. But I'm pup sitting. I thought I'd do live from the property. Yeah, Broken Nomad. I've got somebody that said they'll install my windows, and I'll give them one of my power stations that I'm not gonna need. Kaylee the pup. Let me tell you. Hey, a friend of mine wanted a home for him. They couldn't take care of him, and so I talked Robert into getting him since we have our own property now. I'll help take care of him, but his name is B. I believe he's a Chesapeake. What do you call it? A Springer Spaniel, something like that. Chesapeake, but he is definitely a pointer. I take him in the grass and stuff, and he'd stop, and his tail would come out, and he'd almost put a foot up. So he's a water fowl dog, but he's a good boy, and he's very young. He's only 4 or 5 months now, but he needed a good home, so he got one. Yeah, Chesapeake Bay Retriever. That's it, Kaylee, right there. If you compare the pictures that I looked up, he looks just like him. Yeah, I'm not moved in here yet, but I'll be moving the van over once I'm ready to move into my little, I only have a month. Well, a month and 2 weeks. Once I get the windows in, I'm moving into my shed. I would take you up there, but I really don't think that it's going to hold. Yeah, I'm losing signal now because my battery's dying. Yeah, he's going to love the creek. But IMG, you guys will, most of you will know his name. IMG and From the Road with Robert is my partners in the land. And so yeah, they made me a part of their deal. I didn't have much money to put on it, but we're all partners in it. And so yeah, it's our new home. But it's quiet, dude. You don't hear anything except the dog barking. We're out in the woods. There are neighbors. That way is a neighbor. If you walk to the road, you can kind of see a ways away. There's a. Oh yeah, they've already been out of joint. And that way, if you go far enough, that way there's a neighbor. And then if you go down the driveway, on each side of the driveway, there are neighbors about 500 feet away from the driveway. And then right at the driveway where you turn in is a 2-car garage that belongs to neighbors. It's like a storage garage. Oh yeah, they've already smelt them. Thanks, Floss. Yeah, it's a good distance. It's a good distance. I went up top where my building is and opened the door because that building was a dry room where they would dry weed, and it has like a built-in air conditioner and all that, but it has a tint of weed smell in it, which will be fine. But I went up and opened the door to let it stay open, and then I'm going to I have to cut the cables down from the ceiling, and but it's fully has full electric, and there's water there. So but like I said, I'll just be living like I do out of my van because I'm going to keep it off grid. All right, guys, my phone is about to die. Thank you for hanging out, checking out the new property, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So keep an eye out. I'll be doing new videos soon. Yes, it is insulated, Debbie F. It is very well insulated because it was a dry room. And it already has sheetrock and all that up. It's well insulated. The door is not. I'll have to reframe the door or redo the door, but I'm not in a hurry. I mean, I can live with the door that's there. But as soon as I get the windows in, I'll be moving in. Hey, Lizzie, thanks, man. All right, guys, my phone is going down. Thank you for being here. I'll be doing more videos. I love you guys. And I will catch you on the next one. See you later.